the Wednesday live sweat and also PGA lineup build. Otherwise, this is also going to be known as live sweat of other people. I think this is unfortunately becoming quite the trend. Is that well? Actually, that's not true. Last week I ended up second in that hockey, but that's about all I have to say. So here's the cool thing, Bobby. I was just saying hello to everybody first. So the cool thing about my entry in the 3K is that nobody can tell me that I'm dead because there's always a chance to go to 9 overtimes. You know that's always the good news. The bad news is I am dead, but not really because if you can listen, if you're still in, you're still in. So I will share the lineup with you. I really did have the right idea. I really did. I swear to you, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I here. I'll show it to you right here. So
You definitely had the right idea.
yep. So I played Morant and Westbrook. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and even you said, boy, when they both get 60, and they basically both got 60, right?
Right.
I played Powell, which wasn't great. Okay, but whatever. But then I left 5 spots for the late game. I ended up playing 4 starters for Portland. Who knows? They could end up smashing. And obviously, Fox is not off to a great start. But I mean, I kind of liked what I ended up doing.
I like everything but the Fox play, but I do like everything else.
Well,
the Portland news late killed me, which is why I'm not going to cash tonight. It wasn't even just Jimmy Butler because you're in good shape, man. Like just the Westbrook Morant combination is a good start.
Yeah, but you need it. But before we even look at the lobby, here's my question to you. Before I even look, because I haven't looked at the top lineups yet. Do you now? I'm pretty sure that you need Drew to win, but do you think the favorites to win this slate have Giannis or not?
No,
you don't think so. I don't think so either.
No, because you have to play Westbrook, Morant, and Drew, or Drew with Giannis, and then skip one of Westbrook or Morant. Like it's a really complicated build. So in this tournament, no, I don't think so.
Yeah. Before we do that, let's see what you ended up with.
I'm like disgusted. I'm so upset.
Well, let me just find your lineup here. I can't even find it because DraftKings sucks. No, you're here somewhere. We sort it by here.
I guess I'm not in the top 500.
Is that what you need?
No, I have guys. The problem is I fell for the Reddish thing.
Oh, so Reddish was ruled in.
Yeah, like and even if I just played Monk over him, at least that's what I could have done. I had 3 choices before the Reddish thing. I had Butler and Sharp, or I had Little and Monk, or Eubanks and Monk. Right. And I was going to go Eubanks and Monk after a lot of thought, because for a while I was going to go Sharp and Butler just because I thought with 8 players. But then once they announced Reddish was at least available, dressed in case someone even gets hurt, which I didn't even know, which what was going to be the case. Nobody did.
Yeah.
And the game has a lot of flows. Like, I mean, what did they miss? The first 10 shots for Sacramento. It's a very strange game like that. Like, the flow, there's a lot of predictability, but there's also like right now there's you got to take shots. And I will still bet the best lineup, whether or not it's the winner or not, will have at least 2 players from Portland.
Yeah, I think that's probably safe to say.
I just think that it's hard when you are only going to play 8 people for them not to get there in some form or another.
Yeah, right? This is my best, my fadeaway. The one that I said that I had a Holiday and this could have been a contender in like other, obviously in other tournaments if I decided to do this. So this was Holiday, Westbrook, Morant, and THT. And this one's got Monk left. This is in the fadeaway. There are other guys with better lineups, but like you said, I mean these are probably the lineups like this that are just better than this. Like Holiday, THT, maybe not even THT. Like Holiday, like you said, Holiday, Westbrook, and Morant. I think those 3. are probably what's going to be near the top. So you didn't. So when you didn't like Fox, did you not like to stack, or how would you have played it differently if you were going to play the Portland? You wouldn't have stacked or used the run back.
Even if I thought Portland was going to keep the game close, which obviously they have,
Yeah.
I would have thought that would have been done by a lot of missed shots. There's just nobody who can create shots. And I thought if there was, there are 3 people on Portland who can create shots who are playing.
Yeah.
In some sense, Eubanks can. In some sense, and for sure Sharp can. And then I thought, Reddish is the other one.
Yeah.
So Kevin Knox is a wild card. Once he was starting, I would have switched to him, but I left a shooting guard and utility in my 3K only. So I couldn't play Knox. I couldn't play the guys I wanted to. I couldn't get the right build unless I played Arcidiacono, which I don't know what he's got right now.
Playing?
He played, I know, at some point, but
I didn't even see him in the game. That's so funny.
He played at some point.
Well, let's see. Now this is going to be a tough one to gauge, but let's see who's got what here. Let's see who's the genius that had the right combination. So this die doesn't even exist at 378. Let's look at this. So Chetabisk 350 plus.
Parentheses are winning.
Was that?
The parentheses are winning.
I would presume so, right?
Yeah, and you got the crazy Cam Johnson game. I mean, like, come on, man.
Yeah, but even that's only like 8x. I don't even think this is going to win. What do you think about that?
DraftKings tell me why when I looked up initially what Drew Holiday's ownership was, it was 4.2 and now it's 8.5. Like, I understand you can have glitches, but it happens all the time.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that. I thought you weren't looking at the fadeaway or something.
No. I was squarely looking at it. I was completely focused on. It happens all the time, and I understand it takes you a while to catch up, but it can't take you an hour to catch up on double the ownership.
Is anybody doing anything in the Minnesota game?
That was conspiracy theory. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't even look. All right, so Chetabisk, he's 28 behind with Sharp and Little with a half to go. Okay, that's not a lock.
No.
Okay. So this is going to be one of those where we look for the probably do the reverse PMR look. Let's see this one for 48. That's not going to quite get there. So what's the number? The post in the clubhouse
380.
78. 378. I think someone's got to be able to beat that though.
That's a high one, man.
I guess. Monk and Thibault.
Nope.
That's got to get 50. So let's go straight to the throat. Let's do the PMR, the 48. First, we're gonna come look at me. Hey, there it is, 120.
Maybe it's you.
Maybe it's me. That's it.
Oh, there you go.
Why not? Am I the only one with 120 minutes? That can't be right. I mean,
no, in the top 500. I don't know why my name doesn't show up now. Oh, it's yours because you just are in.
Oh, that's right, because I can see myself, right? Okay, so I can't even see unless I do a CSV thing.
Let me just say, I'm just going to say what my lineup was.
Yeah.
So I had Morant and Westbrook. I had Aldama, who had 32. Great.
Yeah, right.
Jalen Williams with 46. I had Jimmy Butler with 24. That was what was.
That's what he ended up with 24.
He had 24, and he just was horrible. Like, it was just awful to watch. He just put up 62 against these guys 3 days ago. That was a big differentiator I was trying to use. I ended up sticking with Roddy, which I wish I didn't, and went 3 Portland. But we had no idea before Reddish was announced, quote unquote, like in. And even still, like I think 3 Portland guys is what I would have wanted. Even with Butler, I think I still would have cashed. I'm still on pace for around 300. But I would have been. I mean, Jimmy Butler really hurt. I was hoping for another 30 from him, and that would have put me right in there. Just got the wrong game.
So this is actually the full list from the CSV. So I am actually GSU Rabs got 144. But I am the leader of the guys with 120 left. So that's
pretty
good.
awesome.
That's something.
Yeah.
And then for the 96ers, let's see. Does anybody have a big score? Not really. 237. So he's not. I don't think who these guys have. So he's got Fox, Sharp, Eubanks, and Little. That's not going to get 140, right?
Maybe.
Because Fox can get 430 on his own.
Sharp can get 30 on his own.
Yeah.
Little can get 25 or 30. Like they all could actually.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. Then that one then. And then in the 72s. This is this? Oh, this is the one I saw. The 72 with 328 points. Okay, this is the one I saw. I'm gonna look at that one in a second. So the 72 with 328 points, I think that's in contention. That's almost a favorite, actually. 72 with 328. Then the 48s we see, right? So let's go back. So this is the one that I said, the 72 with 328. This is strong. This guy's only got to pick up 40, like 50 points. Oh, it's like close, right? So he needs Knox, Monk, and Eubanks, and in the first half they had 50 points. These guys. So it's there. He's legitimately like right on pace.
Yeah.
So that should be, and that could be interesting. Monk doesn't seem on track for a big minutes game, though. You know,
it's always the same thing with them. It's just a matter if he gets hot in his next rotation.
Okay,
that's really all it is.
Yeah, Aldama really went out 73% after all that, huh?
Well, it's a great play.
Yeah. So let's just see. So if Search and Destroy wins, oh, he had both Giannis and Drew. That's tough. That's tough to play.
Well, it's tough when he hit the most important thing that he did was that he had different was he had the Branham and he actually like used Monk as like most people use the point guard as if you're gonna win tonight, like I guarantee you the fadeaway will be 3 point guards in the point guard utility guard spot. He actually used 2 shooting guards, which is a little bit like that on its own felt like a very different build the more times I built today.
Well, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the fadeaway just for fun. So this one, you have Cheddar Biscuit, who's got 380 with Knox. So
that'll top who's ahead now, but it's not going to win necessarily. I don't think it'll win.
Maybe not. So that's looking like a 400. This one is looking like this could be anything. Eubanks could get 30 in the second half. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
So all these guys are 24 could all get 30. 24, 24, 24. Okay, here we go. So Shady Advice with 48, only 20 over, only a couple points behind. He's got Eubanks and Monk. So this is a big favorite, I think, right? Because this is a huge favorite right now over the guys that we already talked about.
Yeah, for sure.
And Egar has Monk and Jay Butler. Wow, this is the guy that I was wondering who played Covington because it wasn't me.
He played the Covington.
This guy played Covington. This guy played Covington, and he was 7 for 7 from 3. Played Covington in the center position, nonetheless.
It was occurring to me that like tomorrow is going to remind me I'm going to win $100,000 tomorrow, and I sweated all of it. I thought over everything, and I went through every possible game scenario and possibility, and this could happen, and this could happen, and I'll correct for my bad lineup, so I'll play Cam Reddish just in case because I need something to catch up for Jimmy Butler. All of these things, I spent all this time, and tomorrow I'll throw together a baseball lineup because it's going to be low-owned, and It'll win me $100,000. I'll just be like, okay.
We're gonna get the 4-for-4 Cabron Hayes day for Pittsburgh.
That's the way. Yeah, for Brian Hayes, that's the way it works for guys like the Sowers and stuff. It's like, oh, you have aces again. That's the 4th time in 2 overs. Okay, it just happens. Okay, where did that? Where does it? When does it happen for me? When does that happen?
Right. Did Phil end up winning today? I was sweating that.
Who?
Hellmuth. I was sweating that.
Who's he playing?
Oh, he was the final table of the Poker Go tournament. He was. You won't follow my tweets. I was tweeting some observations about it. Let me just.
I follow your tweets. I just wasn't looking at Twitter.
Yeah. It was. Let me just see what Hellmuth did. Because he had most of the chips like 3-handed. Let me see how he ended up doing.
I wonder how my bets are doing, by the way. My bets have been completely on fire, by the way.
Yeah, I lost 100 speculating. I took the lead.
It was the right play. I'm going to lose that bet also.
Not only that, and I took the lead. They took the lead. I mean, what else can you want me to do?
I bet Memphis +3 before the game started, and I felt like that was incredible. Because by the time the game actually tipped off, they were minus 5.5 or something.
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
Jeremy, why is he stacking up 40 bigs? Is it still going? No way. No way.
This is a terrible night. I mean, this is not the time to get a ton of money invested. Unless you're playing this tournament. This is why I did tonight. And, I'm going to cut back. I'm going to be probably playing like 1 lineup a day, except for maybe if there's a big day or if I get on another heater or something. But it's just ugly. I'm actually going to do well in I have a decent looking lineup on FanDuel.
I'll pull that up in a second. Yeah, there it is. Phil won. That's it. Let's go. 88. Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so let's pull up FanDuel then. I haven't played FanDuel in like 6 weeks. Let me pull it up. Let's see. But I'll start playing it again. I think I'm gonna play baseball on FanDuel. So what do we we have to find you, right? I'm gonna need the link.
Oh,
I didn't play at all.
It's not like a great lineup or anything. It's just I did have the Nemhard and the Nemhard THT was 80% on here. Jesus, I just have a lot of time left. I've got Sharp, Sabonis, who's 5%, and Eubanks left, and none of them.
What does Sabonis have at the half? Do you have like 30?
29.
29. Yeah, he was up flying start in the first quarter, I think.
Was that?
I think he was up to a good start in the first quarter. What does Mark K say? DFS helped me buy a house, but I swear I get so close to winning tournaments. Yeah, it's tough.
It's rough.
It's tough. But we got listen, we got golf starting tomorrow. Oh, I gotta remember to post on the stage.
My main lineup has 1,000 left on the table. And I could have in basketball today.
Oh.
Because I had to do the late swaps, and I actually just wish, just for my own sanity, I would have went Butler, because I thought it made the most sense was Butler and Sharp, or Monk and Eubanks, and I just thought okay, well, I need to catch up. So if Reddish has just one of those weird games, at least I'm cashing somewhere, because my other pieces were pretty pure.
Right. You want to do me a favor? Whenever you post a link in the Restream Discord, I can't.
You can't do it here. How do I do the direct?
I can't click it. If you could just.
What do you do as the direct thing?
What do I? No. You just gotta just text it to me. I think I just can't do it in the Restream for some reason.
Oh, okay. So let me.
The link is right, but for whatever reason, I don't know whether it's because we're both on.
Oh, I don't know. Huh. Okay.
Restream. You just shoot me a text with it.
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
Oh. And we are off to the races in the second half. Okay.
Yours text thing doesn't come up for me on my screen because you don't have an iPhone. It's so weird.
Oh.
So annoying. Here, let me use this. Text from you. They don't even come through. What if I email you? This is so weird.
Good.
That's the only thing I can do. I don't understand these.
There you go, Eubanks. Dude, I'll tell you this. I don't know if he's going to end up being
well owned. Honestly, I actually understand why some of the things change. I don't understand why Eubanks is owned as low as he is.
I'll tell you something, man. I don't know if he's gonna end up being like a really good basketball player, but I will say this: that freaking guy, Shaden Sharp, he can freaking get up to the freaking ceiling, man.
He's as good an athlete as they come. I think he might, like you could put him right there with the best athletes in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, some dude who went up for a freaking something. I think like Fox went up and he just erased it like it was just. I mean, just another. He was like, just I don't know. Sometimes you see these guys that. Oh, he made a three. These guys are just so athletic, dude. Every time I watch what's his name play Morant, it's just like amazing. It seems as though like he jumps up in the air and then then he jumps higher. It's like
strangest thing. Like Jordan's the only other person I saw have that kind of thing where like it looks like they're still like stepping on something when they're just walking like kind of on air and while they're up there. But Morant is like even a crazier level because Jordan didn't like choose to and have to play that way all the time. That's like what he does every play. I don't know how long it can last.
Right.
It was kind of nice to see the older Westbrook get the best of the younger Westbrook for it.
Dude, he didn't miss a shot.
He was awesome, man. He played a perfect basketball game.
36 points.
And he from the floor, like he didn't miss.
And he didn't even have any. He did not even have a triple double.
No, it was just he crushed. It wasn't even like a fantasy game. It was just like he actually just dominated the game.
It's really funny. They had an interview with Drew Eubanks. I think it was at halftime or something, and they said, "Well, what do you feel about the current situation with your current role?" I'm just happy I can get in there and like do some stuff. It's like,
yeah, of course.
Fox with a steal and going to a layup. That's going to be good. Oh, he dumped it over Eubanks. Oh my God, how about that?
If this game is remotely close, then Fox becomes a really good player. Like I said, he gets his points in the fourth quarter. It's like the old Donovan Mitchell thing. Like that's what I remember a long time ago. You actually won a tournament, I think, and I was like, you were saying, "Oh my God, Donovan Mitchell's just going to kill me." And it was after the first quarter, and he had like 2 fantasy points. And I was like, "No, he'll get it." They were down 10. I was like, "He'll get it in the second half, no problem." And he ended up with like 55 or something, and you ended up winning some smaller tournament or something.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I need him to get moving here for sure.
You got a ways to go.
Yeah, he's got to get moving. I need at least 2 overtimes.
If you get 1 overtime, I mean, they don't have that many guys. Like the weird part is though, they'll kind of play it out ish. Like the guys will play, but I don't know what the coaches will do.
Well, this is what you do. It's like you need all these Portland guys to just continue smashing to push Sacramento. You know what I mean? That's it.
Well, they will. Like, I mean, there's a 0% chance that like at least 3 of them don't end up 7x. That's what I said.
Right.
And I believe that to be true.
But it's really funny. When I was watching kind of the first half and there's a reason why these guys are all cheap. Like they're all like much worse than the regular starters.
It's crazy how bad. But you know what's crazy? They play really hard. I was watching them play earlier, Portland, and they're playing hard, man. Like the players are not trying to give anything away. They really are playing hard.
Oh, Eubanks just airmails it into the bench. Jesus Christ! He just threw this pass like that's crazy. Yeah, Sacramento's I think going to wax them. I hope not. See what happens. And Fox, easy one to hurt her. Timeout. So Portland is actually playing. Okay. Calling a timeout down only 11. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, like they know they're going to lose, but like fight and then lose. Like the theme of the Jazz this season.
Yes.
Let's see how my bets are doing tonight. I know I lost the Memphis one, but I made like a bunch of them tonight. I've been on fire, man, with these things.
Yeah.
From the beginning, my over-unders, I'm at like 67% on over-unders. On over like 300 bets.
Well, let me give a little plug for Better Takes for a second. Okay? Because what Bobby just said is that he's what you say you were a certain percentage?
Like almost 67%.
So what's cool about the Better Take stuff that we've talked about a lot is that when you put your betting history into the app, it doesn't just tell you what your winning percentage is, because listen, if you only played 3 bets. Nobody really cares whether you went 2 for 3. But what happens is like the bigger your sample size is, the more that matters. So we created this kind of algorithm that accounts for smaller or bigger sample sizes, and they created something called an edge score, which is kind of like a combination of good ROI, good win percentage, plus the sample size to prove, you know what I mean, as proof that it's not just a fluke. So that's when Bobby starts posting in the betting channels his bets on the app. It's created this kind of edge score, which is even above and beyond like a win percentage. Because look, if you have who would you rather? This is something we speak about philosophically sometimes. Like, who would you rather back? Would you rather back someone with a 70% winning percentage who went 7 for 10, or a 60% winning percentage that went 600 for 1,000, right? And what the edge score does is kind of normalizes for sample size and stuff like that, which I think is pretty cool. The other thing, again, if you guys are sports bettors and are on there, the other thing that's cool about the Better Take stuff is it'll show you like exactly what spots you have edges in. It's not just, you're 70% in basketball, whatever it is. If you put your betting history in, or throughout the time you entering it into the app, it'll even tell you, like, you'll pull up a slate, you'll say, okay, I like XYZ, they're a home dog, whatever, and it'll tell you, in home dogs in this conference, your betting history, you suck. It doesn't say you suck, but it says you have an edge score of X or no edge. So it actually will tell you. It's kind of neat, right? It'll go to your history. It'll say, this is where you're biased anyway, and this is how you do when you bet spots like this. So listen, we're continuing to improve it or whatever, but the overall idea is, I think is really helpful.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's been really good for me understanding, and it sort of proved also a lot of things that I sort of suspected about myself, but I didn't really know. Like my Western Conference team bets are much higher EV than my Eastern Conference bets. They're still good on both of them, but they're much better on the Western Conference and on the point spreads than they are. I'm sorry, on the point totals more than anything else. And that's really honestly what I feel the best about. And DFS really is good at helping you prepare for that kind of betting. So if you guys do bet at all, I attached the link in the Discord. Jump in there. I'll put the link up to use the app, but it's really, really helpful.
I'll tell you this: if this game stays close, like Shaden Sharp could legitimately get 70 in this game.
Shaden Sharp is actually going to play whether it stays close or not.
Yeah, he's like,
they brought him in down 35 the other night because he's going to play his 35 minutes no matter what. That's what's happening. I'm telling you, man, this is a guy with the talent to be like a guy we talk about. And I'm not talking about the THT 41 real life points tonight. I'm talking about Shaden Sharp, a guy who's actually going to be he's going to matter in the league at some point, in a really, really big way. He'll be one of the best 30 players in the league, which is hard to beat.
That's impossible, right? It's
but he has the ability to be that guy. He's got the ability to be maybe Zach LaVine is a good comparison.
Yeah. We get another timeout? No. 67-57. Oh my God! It took a while, but Fox no longer has a snowflake. At least there you go. All right. Hey, you got to start with no snowflake, then you worry about the flame later. There you go, Fox. Knox. Oh, damn it! Keep forgetting the worst players aren't as good as the better ones. There you go, Fox. There's another one.
It is weird how low on Shaden Sharp is tonight.
Right, because nobody wants to. Nobody believes 6,700. You know what I mean?
Also, he had a bad game the other night, so that we don't believe in him. It's
right.
That what we're gonna do with the young guy? It's just kind of weird to me because I thought that this, especially because they were missing more guys, including Reddish, who was announced out and then apparently was available but not really available, which I got fooled by.
Wait, so I hate to plead ignorance, but what happened with that?
What?
With the Reddish thing, I didn't even know about this.
They announced that he was in 15 minutes before the other games locked, and they went from 8 players to 9 players. And it changed everything for me because I still wanted the Portland thing, but I wanted Eubank. I went from basically having Butler and Sharp to Reddish and Eubanks. But
Okay.
I was going to have Monk. I was going to have Monk and Eubanks was my most logical pivot, which I was just deciding whether I wanted to do that. But once they announced that, I was like, oh, if Reddish is going to play, I'm going to take the shot on the low one because I already had Jimmy Butler who did nothing, so I needed to catch up. But I had like the Westbrook, Morant. I had what's his name, Aldama. I had the other Jalen Williams who had 48 or whatever. So I had a good lineup. It just was Jimmy Butler. So I tried to overcompensate for it by making too bold a play probably. And I think the lineup maybe cashes with just Malik Monk in it. I think it probably does in the 3K. So it's kind of a big one. It's a 6K swing.
Let's see what happens when Monk comes back in.
He'll probably end up with like 25, or even if he ends up, I mean, it's still better than 0.
Yeah.
The zeros on back-to-back nights in a 3K and a 1650 are kind of frustrating.
Yeah, that doesn't help the
ROI. And by the way, I'm like the guy who like sniffs out these things, but like this one I needed to try to compensate. So I still stand like I don't stand by that the same way I do the Jimmy Butler play. I'm totally good with playing Jimmy Butler. I feel no regrets of having played him.
Nobody ever plays him unless guys are out.
I had 62 against these guys the other day, and in competitive games this year, decided by 2 possessions or less, which is, I mean, I think it was a 3-point spread. He's averaging like 46 fantasy points a game. He was 8,700, and he's had games in the 60s and 70s consistently when teams haven't been able to guard the position, and that has been the case, except for when Brunson is in. It changes. Even though they're better defensively without Brunson, it's very complicated apparently, but they play so much slower with Brunson. So I should have probably factored that in a little bit.
I'll tell you, of these Portland scrubs, you know who's the worst? This Nasir Little is like really bad.
I don't think you're right about that.
He played bad today.
He's a better player than all of these guys are. He's better than Knox is. He's not better than Sharp is, but he's a better, like he'll play in the NBA for 10, 12. Kevin Knox, I don't know what's going on.
Where did he go to college?
Kentucky.
Okay.
I don't think he played much there either, but he was like the number 9 overall pick by the Knicks. And he's super talented. You could see it on him, but he doesn't have any instinct. In today's NBA, like your judgment for players should be how badly do they want to be good, or are they just too talented where we can't draft them?
Right.
Like, because the guys who want to be good, you have to be that competitive because everybody else is. It's not like the old days where you could just be better by being a better athlete.
How did the Knicks do tonight?
They won.
They did win.
Yeah.
But they're not competing for 4th, right?
No, they're settled. They're I mean, pretty much.
Well, like you were saying yesterday, 5th is a hell of a lot better than 6th.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Cheddar Biscuit's gonna blow by this dude. Sharp is freaking. Well, not so sure, but yeah, he'll probably blow by him. So wait, so how many can you play in this thing? 20?
30? No, 16 maybe?
No. Kobe is 22. So
oh my God, maybe it's 22.
At least 22.
Jesus.
Let's.
I mean, how bad? Like you have to be so much. Like that's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's the last one of the year. Also, like he's really good. Like I would say he's as good at the NBA ones as anybody is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I actually think he probably is play he didn't used to play as much, I guess, but I think he probably is the best.
And is he the one with the brother?
No, that's the what's it called, guys? Papa Gates guys.
Oh, okay. Let's.
But also these Max Entry, I've watched them literally win every tournament, and then they'll tell me that they were down $1 million for the month. Like, you know what I mean? It's really weird how that works. It happens a lot, like a lot more than you would think.
Yes.
A lot of people I know who have won the millions and stuff are totally broke.
Yeah, it looks as though 22. 22. You got Chipotle Addict with the 22. Club. Who is this? Club Kamoli? You ever hear of that one? That guy?
No.
That's a name I haven't heard. Club Kamoli, 22. Petty Theft. the whistles. Man, must be it must be nice. That's a lot of stress, man. $65,000 into this thing.
I mean, I don't think it is for them,
I guess not.
just because that's what they do. They
Right.
have an entire system of people and
Right.
teams and stuff, and
I don't know. You know, what's his name? Seems like Petty Theft seems to just kind of do everything himself.
yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
He's just a really, really good player. But he's good at everything. He's not like he's just good at NBA. I mean, Kobe.
Well, I don't know about no. It's just Petty Theft. I think he only plays basketball.
No. I guess.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless he changed what he used
I
to.
remember when they interviewed him last year, he was saying that he was talking about guys that he particular respects, like the NBA only guys or something like that. I don't even know what that is.
But I'm telling you, he plays. It is hard, but I do think that the Kobe for MVP is the NBA guy that I would. But I do think Petty Theft is great. So is Adams there, but they're just good at the game in general.
Yeah.
Do you want to? We can switch up to some golf real quick. Sorry.
Yeah. So this is what so I am really.
Just you talk for a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. That's all right. So I am actually extremely happy with my MME exposures in golf. I'm gonna go through them. I redid my projections and I reran my stuff, and I'm actually very happy with my overall exposures. And what I did for this chat is I left my big buy-ins to do like here. But I'm gonna go over like the highest owned guys, and they do represent, you know, the majority of the video that we went over. So I do have Tyrrell Hatton at the top owned guys with Tyrrell Hatton, Chris Kirk, and Si Woo Kim. But in fairness, like Hatton, I'm not like that much over the field. You know, I have 40% of Tyrrell Hatton. This is just MME stuff. But he's going to be pretty chalky, I imagine. I mean, I have him, 30% or something like that. That sounds about right. But I do have, you know, majority of him. And then there's Kirk and Si Woo Kim. And then the next highest owned guy I have, I mean, he's going to be chalky, but he just, every time I try to rerun the models and rerun the projections, he just freaking just kind of just always stands out. And that's the Nick Taylor, like at 7,600. So, I mean, I have him with 22% ownership here or something like that. So maybe something like that. Maybe he'll be more. I just can't imagine anybody at 7,600 being more than 20% owned in a, you know, in a 130 golfer tournament or whatever. So I considering all these 7,500s that are in play. And then the other guy who we spoke about in the video, who I'm actually pretty heavy on, I'm a full in MME. I'm a full 25% on the Ryan Palmer at 7,100. So that's that. And then there's Putnam. I have about 20% of him. And then I did play the Corey Connors, who I like more than the other 10K guys, like 20% of him. And I just kind of like it. I'm getting like double digit ownership of the Kevin Streelman, who we discussed a little bit towards the end. And in the 150 max, I'm using about half the field, which is fine. I don't have as much Cam Davis in the MME. I don't have that much of him at all, actually. So I might end up kind of, you know, forcing him in to the big buy-in. So what I want to do is let's pull up. This is what I did. So I'm playing. You'll see. I'm playing like 8 bigger buys now. Big. These could be $30. You know, what these are just the non-pitch and putts. So these are everything from the $30 up to the signature hole. So they're like 8 like single, you know, non-scripted lineups that I have to kind of build here. So I just started with just this shell. So this doesn't really mean anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to build it kind of like with my favorite plays, as we kind of go through it. So like here's my sheets for whatever. So I'm just gonna have to start with Nick Taylor. I mean, he just keeps on showing up as kind of a top play every single time I do it. So we're gonna put him in. And then we're gonna put in the Tyrrell Hatton. And I'm just gonna like start with that. And then the next guy I want to put in is the Ryan Palmer. I mean, he's showing up as a strong play, and I have him owned at only 6%. Now it could end up being a pipe dream because, like I said, like if I'm getting kind of a modified aggregate, showing that he's such a good play, I can't imagine him being this this low owned. But hey, I'll take my chances. So I like that. And what I'm doing here, just so you know, is I'm looking at my sheets. And I'm just kind of eyeballing kind of like the right side, like which guys like around here are kind of low owned. So I see Palmer, and the other guy that I'm seeing is Tyler Duncan. So I'm probably going to put him in just to kind of start what I want to do here. So I already have kind of like two chalky guys, Taylor and Hatton. Then I have two, lower owned guys, Palmer and Duncan. And then what I'm probably inclined to do is then either go for a second like spend up, like Siwoo, like Siwoo Kim or Chris Kirk, and then I'll just put in another 73. So why don't we start by doing that? What and we're gonna like different ones. So let's just say I played Kirk, then I could play something like Rye. So what I'll do is I'll start with something like this. And we'll assign all of these to all these tournaments. And then what I'll do is like what Bobby likes to call like whittling it down. So I start with this kind of thing. And what I'm going to do is just start like substituting guys in, for these spots. So like instead of, for example, the last two guys I put in, instead of Rye and Kirk, now we could do something like Siwoo Kim. And then somebody different, like we talk about Tyler Duncan, we could play Benny Ann. So we're building kind of like this. Now I have to figure out which one to put this in, but for now we'll put this in, say, this single entry guy here, and we'll do that one, and then we'll go back and we'll whittle it down a little bit more. And again, we don't want to be like fully committed to this build. So instead of say Hatton and Palmer, okay, then we'll do something else. Then we'll do something like, then we'll go Kirk somewhere. Oh no, not Kirk, because we already have him. We'll go Kim here. A little more. Now we won't play anybody. And now we can go jam in like a Cam Davis, something like that. So I kind of like that, and we'll just put that one in. I think that one I'm probably gonna. I like that one. I'll put that in the 250. I'll put that one in the 250. Who's like some of your favorites, Bobby? Because I want to just kind of.
So I'm looking at my ownership. One thing I think you could should totally like be fine leaving whatever amount of money on the table for this tournament.
Okay.
I don't think there's any real reason for anything. Like if Hatton or like a Hideki shoot like a 74 or 75, I don't think they're gonna like necessarily even play the next day. More Hideki than Hatton, but I do think there's some risk with that.
That's a pretty good point.
And it's the week before the Masters, Hideki especially, but like definitely there's some risk the other way. Ricky Fowler needs to come in the top 4, and even certain scenarios wouldn't even allow him then. But if he wins this tournament, he gets to play in the Masters, obviously. But he comes in the top 4, he's in. He's got something more to play for. I'm siding with that a little bit more this week. I have 49% of Fowler right now. I'm probably and I've got 49% of Kirk, 43% of Nick Taylor.
Well, so here we go. So this is what we're doing then. So this is
and 46% of Siwoo Kim.
So what we're going to do is we are going to play a Fowler over Hatton in here, and then again a little bit too much. I think I have a little too much Taylor across the board. So this one I'll move up to like a Cam Davis to juice this one up a little bit. That makes sense. So we will play one Fowler in there. Okay.
I'm only playing Corey Connors in some lineups because I want to, because I not because I want to, because I just have him faded in general.
Okay.
So I'm just like throwing him into a couple just in case with weird other plays. Guys, I've come across Batia is one. Molinari I've got 22% of right now, which I mean he's been in good form. This is his kind of thing. I've obviously got way too much of Patton Kizzire, but you know what? I'll always take the 1% guy who shows up one time out of every 4 or 5 tournaments to be like a guy you desperately would have had if you could have taken that number, you know?
You took the words right out of my mouth. So we're going to play one with the general.
With the general, let's go.
General, just for funsies. With the Benny Allen. Keep the rest the same. And then we have to do this is it. Do as I do, not say not as I do. You're really not supposed to do this, but I'm just going to make sure that all of my single entries and my 4 max whatever are actually in the lottery. Also, it's really, you're really supposed to make lineups specific for the tournaments, but I don't know. I just kind of want to make sure that if God forbid they hit the nuts, I want to cash for 200,000. So
right.
So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna go.
I also ended up with a lot of Matt Wallace, by the way.
Okay.
Sometimes I just couldn't ignore. I was looking at some of the numbers, and it's just hard to just because it's like the old impression thing. He doesn't need to win. You know what I mean? It's not like he's the most expensive golfer.
Right.
Because he won doesn't mean he needs to win. And I have some Hogard as well. I also I got on to a little bit of Aaron Rye.
Okay. Yeah, that's why he's in my big buy-in right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Thank you, Aaron Rye. So now I have all these guys in, and now we are.
Do you know who's in my big buy-in? He's not going to be in my big buy-in very shortly, but Chad Ramey is in my big buy-in right now.
Really?
The guy his numbers have been statistically, you would think he's the best golfer on the planet. He had the weird, quintuple bogey when he had the lead at Waste Management. I mean, not Waste at the Players Championship.
Yeah.
Remember, he was. Yep. I mean, he was crushing, and he's been crushing ever since. But then he pulled out of the last one while he was in contention, which is concerning. But no one's gonna play this guy, and I'm just I'm going to play him. I'm just not going to play my biggest buy-in. It was just more I wanted to remind myself of it was a good idea, you know?
Right.
To give it a shot.
So Monk is having a good second half, it looks like. So here, this could be kind of an illusion. Look at this. This is my best lineup in the fadeaway. This is in 35th place. With Monk, you think he's going to get this garbage time the whole quarter? That'd be nice.
No, I wish. Wait, where are you? Let's see. Wait, hold on. Oh,
I'm in 25th place in the fadeaway here.
Oh, yeah, he should get the fourth. Who's the guy ahead of you? Has he got Monk too?
No, this guy's got Sharp.
Okay.
Or whatever. But no, there's a guy that Monk ahead of me. I promise you. But
is there?
They got to be somewhere, right? No. Let's see. Oh, there's one. Okay,
but wait, still that's.
And this guy, that one's got it. This one's got it. Whatever. I mean, get me in the top 10. I mean, that'd be fun.
Yeah, you got a shot there for the top 10.
All these other guys let Monk ride it out. I don't know. Why shouldn't Monk get the run?
That's pretty sick, man. That's a nice lineup right there. How many lineups did you enter?
40.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Lineups.
Yeah. Yeah, so Monk is smashing here, and imagine all because of stupid Norman Powell. He's the one busto, right? It's not like they didn't give him a chance. I mean, he played the minutes. He just wasn't, he just didn't do
But
much.
91 to 64. This is what was going to happen at some point. That was the easiest under bet of all time, by the way, this game.
Which one? Oh, my God. Look at this thing.
I talked about it and I posted it, and I am happy I did.
Right.
Get the under. When a team has like 4 guys who should be in the NBA and everybody else, you know what I mean? Just bet the under. Like, it's the easiest bet of all time. It'll always work. If it doesn't work, it means that like some guys made like 10 threes randomly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just hard for it not to work.
Right.
My under bets are 68.4. My edge score is 68.44.
Really?
Yeah. I kill it, man, with the unders. Because there's so many times where there's perception, like the Lakers are a big one, you know? But when they're on the road, they have to play at people's pace. And also, as LeBron got older, they don't play this fast style unless LeBron was out. So like there was a lot of confusion. But all the Lakers unders, I'm probably like 80 on the edge for the Lakers. And
right. Boy, when did this game blow out? I wasn't even paying attention.
It's just you have a bunch of guys who don't play NBA basketball.
Yeah,
it's bound to happen. I just thought when it happened, like Cam Reddish would come in the second quarter or with 2 minutes to go in the first or something. Just they got off to a hot start. It killed any chance.
Alex Len, huh?
Is John Butler? What is John Butler doing? Because that will kind of piss me off if he has a game. He's the lowest.
I don't think that big of a deal.
I did the biggest deep dive on him sheets. Like I sat at my computer and I was like going through his stats from the G League. And if there was ever anything I could hang my hope on that this guy would score some fantasy points, there was nothing. Like he had some games.
Dude, look at this. I'm in 16th place. I just made a 3. Just made a 3.
Hey, you're gonna. That's nice, man.
Dude, are they gonna pull him out for the last 8 minutes? I hope not.
Wait, where's your big one at though? Actually, your big one might not be in that shape.
No, it's terrible. That doesn't have Monk.
But what is Monk at? Oh, he's only at 30 though. Like it's not like he's like having a crazy.
No, the big one's gonna come in last, as usual.
No, it's not gonna come in last.
100% coming in last. Here, I'll show you. 562nd place.
Hey, you're moving up. You were 700th last time.
He's got little. Little's like a freaking. Look at this. Look at this. How do you
watch it? He'll end up with 30. And Fox will not
Fox
play.
will end up with exactly this amount.
That's 100% for sure.
That's pretty funny.
I almost wrote you, but it wasn't like worth it because it wouldn't have won anyway. But I was almost gonna say like, hey, play Cat instead of Fox.
Well, that's what I said. Remember
we were waiting for the Minnesota news.
We were talking about it, and I said in the Discord to you, I said I'm thinking of pivoting from Fox to wait for Towns. You said I'm just pivoting off of Towns right now.
That just happened to be what I was doing. It was my bad.
Yeah. What happened with Towns, by the way? Don't say it.
No, he's just having a good game.
How good?
I don't even know what he's got. He was a fire last time I looked at him.
No, he's got more than 34. I imagine.
Yeah, he had more than 34 last time I looked. So he definitely has more than 34.
Well, it's not gonna make too much of a difference unless he's
got 34.75.
Oh, he's got exactly the same as Fox?
I guess so, but they got a fourth quarter to play.
Oh, yeah, and he's gonna actually play it. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, that's 50 something.
Are they in the playoffs?
That's what they're fighting right now. They're in the playoffs. They're definitely going to be in the play-in. Well, not definitely. I mean, everything changes every day. Thank goodness for Jalen Williams-Tippin for the freaking OKC, or do they even want that? I honestly don't know what's going on. Like with that team is the hardest for me of all the teams to figure out, and I don't think they know how to figure themselves out. I think that's the real reason why. Like there's no predictable anything. The only thing you know is that they look like they're trying to win without Shea right now, and they play Jalen Williams and Giddey 1,000,000 minutes after never doing that all year long, and then also like rotating their bigs, but then sticking to fit. Like I just don't know what they're doing outside of Lou Dort and Jalen Williams and Giddey. I guess everything else is a weird rotation of nonsense, and I don't know. They're the team that keeps getting me. Because tonight we should have like Jalen Williams to me was like the easiest play, and I made sure I decided he was gonna. I said that on earlier. Like I said, I'll make sure that Jalen Williams. I'll make sure I have 2 spots for Portland. I'll make sure I have Jalen Williams in my biggest buy-in, no matter what. And that I did. And unfortunately, Jimmy Butler was too much of my ego, I guess. You got a shot to get. You get a shot to get to 9th, maybe.
Is Monk still in the game though? Yeah, he's going to the line.
Let's go. This is his time, man. He might end up with like 50 or 60.
Let's go to the line. Let's go.
What if he gets 20 more? Wait, hold on. Oh, you got a couple guys with Monk. But
Yeah,
still.
whatever, dude. If I can get top 10, I'm a freaking hero.
I think you're behind. I think he just hit a 3.
Look at this 14th. Okay.
Hey, give me that lineup and then Cheats. You know,
Wait, 13th.
You
Okay.
could be playing for $1 million.
Don't pull him out. Just don't pull him out. Let him roll.
Hey, Cheats, I'm pulling the what you would call the roadie with the everybody
Yeah,
else.
exactly. All I had to do is play this in the single entry. Yeah.
Yeah, play actually in the 3K. I think this would have probably been up there.
Yeah.
You got another one coming up too, behind you.
Oh, here he comes. That's right.
No, you look up your name for a second. I think you have a bunch more.
No, nobody with any.
I thought you had one more. Sorry.
No. I just wanted to see him in the game.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. Sorry. Monk could do it.
Is he out now though?
I love Adam Perry with the Monk running up versus his fellow Kentucky alum Knox. We're really reaching now. We got different.
Hey, whatever. I mean, this is.
But it's always fun. Those Kentucky guys though are like there is a thing with them. They do. I mean, this doesn't matter. Like this is not the reason, but there are like Cousins always said that. Why can't we have like another DeMarcus Cousins?
Someone just made a 3. Is that Monk? No, I don't think so.
I think he did.
You think so?
I think he made a 3 though that wasn't counted when you were looking at your score.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
He's got 36 now.
Yeah, so he definitely did.
Yeah, look at this. I'm moving up a little bit in the rank. Oh no, 15th.
That's really irritating. I'm sorry. I can't.
No, now you know what I did? I think I've run into all the monks now. No. A couple of non-monks still exist. Have I made my ceiling yet? Almost.
Ugh.
Almost made the ceiling. 14th. Okay. This guy out of the game? No, these guys are still in the game, though. Oh, I keep forgetting. The Sharps and the Eubanks. That's right. There's no subs. That's right. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
These guys are just going to roll it up. I like the Monk against the former Kentucky guy narrative. I like that. Here he is for 3. Bang. Okay.
He is just a Jesus, man. When he gets going, and like these kind of games, like it's crazy how owned he was. Like everybody else just did the thing I should have done, which is switch.
Dude, I'm in 9th place. Stop the race.
Stop it. Call it.
Because everybody else has got these other guys that are still in the game.
Because I'm good. Just
oh no, they're pulling him out. That's it. Damn it.
It's like he blew himself out.
Damn. Yeah, he did.
He blew himself out. Sorry, bud. But at least it wasn't for like a huge amount of money.
No,
because it wasn't. You couldn't have gotten much higher.
No.
It's a beautiful lineup.
Yeah, but now dude, I still have to anti-sweat all these guys who have no subs. I mean,
you'd be smoking it right now in the 3K.
Right. In the 3K.
Oh no, you'd be in second place. So you'd have to deal with that kind of disappointment.
That's true.
A $900,000 disappointment. So you only have to deal with like a $90,000, $99,000.
No. This lineup, you watch by the end of this, is going to end up 90th.
There's not that much time left, man. I don't know where you think his time is just magically coming.
There's 6 minutes to go, and the other guys here have no subs. Like I got to deal with Eubanks and another Eubanks.
Eubanks has subs. They'll probably play Butler. Like it's the end of the game.
I hope so.
At some point they got to play. How badly do you have to? How bad does this John Butler have to be not to be playing right now? He played 20 minutes. He's the lowest I've never seen anything like this. You look through his box scores, like he played 30 minutes in a game and oh, cool. What are his numbers? He had 0 points, 2 rebounds, 3 blocks, and that was it. Like, I'm like, in 30 minutes, how is that even possible? How do you not get a point?
Yeah, I need Eubanks and Sharp to go to the bench somehow.
I mean, it could happen only because not just because it's a 35-point game, but like because they can just play the Butler. That Little's played 34 minutes tonight.
I know.
He's 0 for 7 from 3 and 4 for 16 from the floor. Okay. I actually, you know what this makes me excited to do is to play Nasir Little next time there's a game. Do you think that people will just not play him or the projections will override it?
They won't play him.
They'll play him. I'll bet you anything. People just believe in projections. They don't care. I mean, it's smart too. Like, it's not the wrong thing. It's just that's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you. All right. So
I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes.
All right, do your thing. All right, guys. What do you guys have going on? This was not my favorite night of the year for sure. It's pretty weird that I'm just entering the cash line at 371 on FanDuel. That's pretty strange to be a cash line at 371. Feels like a lot, but it's a crazy one. Let's see. Yeah, Monk went nuts, man. Like, just would have put up another 10 probably, but that's not going to go anywhere. Little back in. Of course he's back in. They don't have enough players. They're not playing Cam Reddish, the guy in my 3K lineup. Jesus, instead of Monk. Literally straight up. Ugh.
Are these turkeys still in the game? Let's see.
Oh, God. This is
no, Eubanks is out.
Yeah, but they brought in Little.
Eubanks is out.
But Little's in.
Hang on.
He is.
Yeah, but I don't care about Little. Little's got no fantasy points. Nobody with Little is catching.
15 in like 5 minutes and see if you
Sharp is killing me though.
He does it all the time.
Sharp is never coming out. He's gonna get 80. He's like
you're rooting on the wrong lineups. You probably have a better one somewhere else. I don't think this is you. I mean, not a better lineup, but like
I don't.
Chance.
I don't.
It's pretty amazing. This is like a great lineup. I would have thought some derivative of this.
No.
Would have gotten there. This is such a good lineup.
Dang Powell.
I wish I would have played that so I could be pissed off that I almost won $1 million.
Yeah.
Oh no! With that, you might win $1 million.
Some guy number 3 for Sacramento made something.
You might have. Oh, sorry, I don't want to say it anymore, but you won't have.
I think it's time to get Sharp out of the game. What do you think?
He plays all the minutes. I
said no players. They just have no players.
He's under projected. Like, his minutes projection was like 32, and I'm like, how?
Right, let's see what's going on here. First of all, look at these scores. So I knew it would be 400. So Shady Advice with 401, but he has nobody left.
That's it.
Oh no, this guy's got Sharp with 7 points behind for 100,000. Oh, he's Sharp. Literally, he's like 100% usage rate. Like
he should. This is what this part of the season's for them. This is what they should be doing. Let him go and do his thing. Let him be Jalen Green for a night.
Right.
But he can play, man. Like he's not the guy who's going to be the best player on a big team, but like I'm telling you, he'll be a top 30 player in the NBA at some point if he has like his head on straight and he tries to really get better.
Yeah, let's go check out this. What we have a battle here. So I bet on Jesus is up by 1 point. He's got Eubanks. And Cheddar Biscuit's got Little, who's in the game. He's going to track him down with Sharp and Little. No problem. There you go. Cheddar Biscuit just took.
Yeah, no complaining about Little, by the way, anymore, because we're about to see a guy win $1 million with him. So
yeah, he sure is, huh? I don't know. We got the RS Bathala with Knox and Sharp.
Yeah, actually, the Search and Destroy with Knox
No, he just has Knox.
A month out. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's the one with the chance. He's
Yeah,
got
you're right.
Knox and Sharp versus Biscuits, Sharp, and Little.
Oh, and he played a pretty chalky-ish lineup outside of even the holiday thing was pretty chalky here. Jesus. Irritating. This doesn't feel like a hard lineup to duplicate. I don't think I would have played Giannis and Holiday together on this slate with no run back. And by the way, the run backs crushed it. There was plenty of ways this gets there, even with the run backs.
Let me just see, by the way. Yeah, here. What did I say? 90th I was going to end up? 17th now. Okay. And falling.
Not much time left, man. You can't, my guess is you end up like 42nd, 43rd, 43rd on the number.
I hope so.
Sorry, that's all I can bet on.
Oh, I hope so. That's good enough. That's good enough. I feel like more like a 90th is coming. Let's see what happens. The fadeaway, so many entries. It's like, but then again, like you said, like Sharp is only like 20% owned. He's not like 80%.
It just took a ridiculous number tonight, and it's like whose number got more ridiculous. You know, Sharp is going completely nuts.
Yeah, even Knox 31 doesn't seem like he's done anything, but
I mean, it's just crazy. Yeah, right. Like you said, he doesn't seem like he's done anything. Sharp's got 52 on DraftKings now.
yeah, I see that.
No, I know. I just was like, geez, it's just a lot. My Sharp and Butler would have definitely been the better play then. Jesus, there was every decision, but falling for the stupid freaking bait.
So Judd is about to take over, which he needs 2 points from Sharp in 2.5 minutes.
He might not get it.
He might not. This guy's got Butler.
Get him out of the game. Like,
imagine this guy getting there. He needs 3 points with Butler. And Butler's in the game.
yeah, let's go Butler.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
No, that's what I was thinking. That's what I think I wrote it in our Discord. I think I did. I never thought I would have this much John Butler in my life, and he's going to cost somebody $1 million. He's going to cost or win someone $1 million or something like that.
He's right. This is.
Oh, it might have been the better takes thing. I don't know.
Who's number 22 for Sacramento? Some guy with glasses. Or is that Rashard Holmes? No. It looks. Does that look like? I don't know who that is.
For what it's worth, K. Radish was like less than 1% in the smaller buy-ins and 4% in the 3K. So
Well,
at least
I'm
they
glad.
were-
I'm glad I didn't notice because I would have played him.
yeah, I know. Like I'm telling you, sometimes but also like if I wouldn't have played him if Jimmy Butler put up 50, instead of 24. If Jimmy Butler put up 40 instead of 24, I wouldn't have played him.
Which guy is Butler? What number?
Sorry, I gotta close these windows.
So Butler is number 21. He's a center. He almost got a rebound. 2 minutes to go. Sharp is still in the game. Someone with a layup is good. Boy, is this guy actually going to hold on with all of his guys not in for the last minute 45? He's going to fade 2 points of Shaedon Sharp and 3 points of – there's no way. Sharp is definitely getting there.
Can you hear this?
Wait.
When did this become the storm state? Like, it's crazy, man.
The what? Oh,
The windows, and it's like we're in another one. Like it's been flooding here. It's crazy.
Some guy with a headband made a 3 for Sacramento.
They all have headbands.
But Sharp is stuck on 52.75 here with a minute to go. No, you can't give him an assist for that. Uh-oh, he's going to take one more 3, huh? Here he comes. No. So far, so good. No, brick. This is like saving me like a couple $100 for this last little bit of a drought here.
We're sweating now.
Dude, I mean, whatever.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Look at the judge, by the way, here in the fadeaway. He's in second, Sit.
I feel bad. Go to the million though. It's a big difference. 1,000,000 and 100,000 is a big difference. I feel bad.
Let's see, is there a sweat there? Let's see.
By the way, Kazuki Higa, play that guy in DFS this week in golf.
I heard that, by the way.
Yeah.
Cheddar Biscuit is gonna just he's easy, no problem.
Yep.
That'll do it. $1 million for the I bet on Jesus. Is he the no parentheses? It's always better to see the no parentheses win, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right, so we're done with the golf. We're done with this.
Do you have anything with the golf left? Because I'm just finishing up my golf here.
No, I finished all my buy-ins.
You had one player at 6,700. Who do you have as your most owned one? Because I have.
I'll tell you that right now. Actually, it's
like this Ramey idea, but I think I'm making a mistake, and I think I should go for a different route.
I will tell you what I have. Of guys under 7K, I have 1% Michael Thompson, 2% Kevin Tway, 0.7% Peter Malnati, 0.7% Troy Merritt, there it is, 7% Dylan Fratelli. I have 8% Lucas Glover. Yeah, so not much.
Not a whole lot of conviction in that one. I got you.
Nope.
All right. Well, we can sign off then, guys. Good luck to everybody.
I will say this. How about this? This is the most surprising result of my exposures. I have a full 12% of Kevin Streelman. So we'll see.
Nice. I've got 14%. So we're in the same wavelength here. I've got one spot left. I think I'm going to fade Ben Griffin in my big buy-in now. I was really excited about playing him. I think I'm suckering in for Cam Davis.
I know what I'm doing. I want to tell
you.
Am
I suckering for Cam Davis here, Sheets?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm in there with you, obviously.
How about Bramlett?
Yep. So this is what I want to say. I want to go over the guys I have most leverage on. So in other words, like just straight up math, my exposure relative to projected ownership. Actually, there's projected SaberSim ownership. They can't do any other way. So I have 38% Kirk compared to 17. But the big one is I have 25% Palmer compared to like 6. Bramlett
5%.
How much?
35.
So Bramlett, like you mentioned, I have 20% of him compared to 6. So those are the two.
Nice. I've got 11% Bramlett, 35% Palmer.
And where I'm most under, I guess, aside for the zeros, is I only have like 8% Kuchar. I only have like 5% Davis Riley. I only have like 2% Højgaard, and I only have 8% Fowler. So we will see what happens.
Well, good luck to us all. We've got MLB pretty soon.
So tomorrow, everybody, we're doing at 11 a.m. We're doing our first survivor pool pick for MLB, which again we'll go over it tomorrow. But we have to pick one team. Well, it usually starts Monday, but because one pool, they really want to get people out early. They're starting this one for this short week. You have to get a team you have to pick a team that will go 500 or better for the week. And one of the pools, you can have one screw up and then you're out. But one of the pools, you can have no screw ups and you're out. We're gonna try to figure this out tomorrow.
It's tough to start on a Thursday, man. Come on, give us a full week or something.
Yeah, I know these people just want
ridiculous. All right, so I think honestly, I'll tell you what our strategy is going to be tomorrow. I'll tell you what my strategy would be.
All right.
I think we need to be take the best, most obvious situations that we can think right off the bat. I don't think you want to overthink this first 4 games. It's too big a risk for 4 games. We have much better leverage the more games that are played. So take our easiest path to split, but not necessarily the unknown path. I don't think we have to worry about that right off the bat.
Okay. We will. We'll see you guys. We got a lot of stuff going up tomorrow. Then, so we have 11 o'clock It's MLB Survivor, and then 12 o'clock we are kicking off the MLB season. I'm going to be out for live for NBA tomorrow night.
You're not missing anything. There's 2 games.
Oh, very good.
I don't even know if there is. I think we might only be doing a live tomorrow.
Okay, sounds
we
good.
can do a recording, but it's going to be pretty pointless by the end of the day.
All right, well, that'll do it. Good luck.